Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, folks. Michael Zuber, one red cell at a time, back with his friends Jonathan and Dustin from Convoy Home Loans. How you guys doing?
Good, good. How are you?
I'm doing well. So something you reached out to me about offline, which I'm now going to record, is you guys heard a conversation with Matt, the mortgage guy, last week or the week before, where he is looking at other, I don't know, closing statements or lending proposals or whatever, and given second eyes. You guys said you would love to do that for non-QM loans, right? And I think that is wonderful. Non-QM lending is not new. It is evolving, and I think will very quickly dominate the investing landscape. And frankly, not all non-QM lenders are created equal. I get hit up 3 or 4 times a week now saying, "Hey, why don't you take care of us? Take care of us." And just they're not all created equal. So, why don't you guys talk about what you're willing to do for folks? I think it's pretty amazing.
Yeah, I mean, a lot of the people that do come to us, believe it or not, they've already spoken with another non-QM lender or broker, right?
Yeah, sure.
And a lot of the quotes that we've been seeing recently just seem to be very, I guess, out of in terms of the market for what they should actually qualify for. And I think it's because a lot of the, brokers or lenders that they're speaking with, they may not be getting their best foot forward from the lender's point of view.
Mhm.
And, for example, I mean, I can't count exactly right now how many we've spoken with, but in the last, let's say, week, at least 10 or 20 where a non-QM loan estimate, they're a little bit
Right.
different. They're not an actual loan estimate, that a
A
potential
quote. Yeah.
quote sent to us was a good full percent higher than what we could do. And it's just because of the kind of wild west nature or feel of the non-QM space. A lot of people, because of the fact that you don't need income, are getting taken advantage of by
I agree.
other kind of non-QM lenders or brokers in the space.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think the non-QM space it is already vital. It's a big part of my business already. I love that 30-year, and Dion tells me he loves the 40-year money. So I know Dion's working with you guys. It is it is the wild west. I think that's a good analogy, and I don't want my audience to be taken advantage of. So the fact that you guys are willing to look at someone else, and I'm going to hold you accountable, right? I would expect you sometimes to say, "Nope, we couldn't beat that," right? I would hope you would say that if something came to you. But yeah, I think there's a lot of people I think there's a lot in the lending world right now. It's pretty dry. And if your overhead is high, you're going to try to gouge people if you can. And you're going to tell them sweet nothings. And, oh, by the way, this and that. And yeah, I think there's going to be a lot of people taken advantage of. So the fact that you guys are willing to look and give your thoughts is pretty cool.
Yeah, absolutely. And I mean, a lot of the people that are entering into the non-QM space right now they're new to it, right? They haven't been, they're just starting to learn about it. And a lot of, like we talked about, I think a month ago, all these conforming lenders are starting to jump into the space. And
exactly.
This is for most people, this is a long-term loan. And a lot of them it's not a lie, they have prepayment penalties.
Yeah.
So if that's going to be the case, you want to secure the best deal for yourself possible over the long period of time. So we definitely want to be able to help your viewers and also just people in general kind of secure that best program possible for that long period of time.
I think that's a good point. I had not put 2 and 2 together. Yeah, I think the non-QM space, again, my opinion, my words, not yours, it kind of grew up in an environment kind of short-term, cheaper than hard money. Right. It was used a lot for burrs or flips and things of that nature. It was not uncommon to kind of do 1-year terms or whatnot. But as the powers that be make in lending to investors harder, more difficult, and more expensive, it would shock me. And we're probably going to get into this in video 3. I'm going to guess that more and more of your loans are full 30, 40-year AMs, and people are doing long-term. So yeah, you've got to get the best rate, the best deal up front, because you're not going to be in and out of the loan. If you had an interest rate that was a point higher, but you're in the loan 9 months, who cares, right? Just move on. But if you're going to be in this thing 30 years, you should, it does matter. So I think that's a cool point.
Yeah. I mean, just like you said, we're doing probably, I mean, if I'm going to take a random guess, maybe 95% of loans we're doing are 30 or 40-year fixed money.
That actually makes me feel good. Because if you're watching my channel, you go into you guys get an arm, I'm going to be cranky, right? I'm going to be cranky with you. Now, there could be reasons for it, but you should know my my stance is going to start cranky, and you're going to have to convince me not to be. But yeah, I have seen arms blow up on people, and I know 5 years is a long way, and the Fed's going to cut rates by then. Come on, Michael, I'm like, really? Do you know that? Did you see the 1970s? I've gone back and studied it. It didn't fall for 15 years. So good luck with that, right? I'm not taking that risk. So if somebody wanted to reach out, send you, I guess I'll call it a quote or a loan estimate, how would you want them to do that?
Feel free to email privateclient@convoyhomeloans.com. And you can just email there. Dustin and myself will reach out to you.
And make sure you put ORAT in the email so they know it's for them to look at it and for them not to farm it out to someone else.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm just kidding. Thanks, guys. Take care.
Thank you.
Thank you.